Of course. And at the moment from Delhi, from the Nationalist Congress Party, we have Dr. Seema Malik with us. Seema Malik ji, namaskar.
Namaskar.
How are you, ma'am? How are you? How are you? How are you? Great.
Thank you.
Great pleasure to have you on the show, ma'am. Really and truly lovely to have you on the show.
Same too.
Absolutely
Same
wonderful.
spirit.
Absolutely wonderful. Ma'am, Mr. Sharad Pawar just recently, I think this morning itself, he said that the Prime Minister must also speak on Maratha Reservation. Why is he not speaking? Because the Maratha Reservation can be given only by the centre. The state can only recommend. Finally, it is the centre which will have to pass a constitutional amendment so that the Marathas can actually get reservation. Otherwise, it will be just one more fake promise. Ma'am, so why do you think the Prime Minister is not speaking?
What I did, actually I can't hear you properly. Can you repeat your
Well, once again, let me try it again. Let me try it again. I don't know why that's happening. Ma'am, Sharad Pawar ji said today that the Prime Minister must clarify. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, I can.
Right, the Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, must clarify the situation on Maratha Reservation, because it is the centre that has to come up with a constitutional amendment which will enable the Marathas to get reservations, because the state government can't do it. Otherwise, it will be just one more fake promise. So, don't you think the Prime Minister must clarify, because he's not said a word about the Maratha Reservation till now? Dr. Seema Malik.
Yes. See, I totally agree with all this, and this is the fact actually. This is the real position, and without if they don't do amendments in the constitution, I don't think it is something very practical. The way they are telling that they are giving could be certificates and the curative petition they'll give. I think that the curative petition will go in the same bench, I think, which has given the verdict.
Yes.
So what kind of response we are going to get, nobody is sure about that. So it is just taking a time, to do 2 months, and you have seen what was the situation in the last few days in Maharashtra. That was very unfortunate, the kind of violence we saw, and I just want to make it clear that we never support any kind of violence in the city or in the nation anywhere. So the what the एक वैसे करते हैं वो लोग कि like it was ये opposition का some कुछ था ऐसा, but I don't think this was all because of their fake promises to the Mr. Jarange. I think they said that they'll do something in 30 days, and they knew it कि कुछ भी नहीं कर पाएंगे वो, and उन्होंने 30 days time मांगा, and then 40 days they got, and they didn't do anything, and everybody knows all these things. So just making false promises is not the solution. And Mr. Pawar Saab is telling this thing, and since beginning he is telling this thing that if you really want to give them, then amendments are required in the constitution, and the Prime Minister's intervention is very important. So I don't know why, and though double engine की सरकार है, why they are not doing all this.
अभी तो ट्रिपल इंजन हो गई मैम.
Really don't.
अभी तो ट्रिपल इंजन हो गई. ट्रिपल इंजन, तीन इंजन है अभी तो.
इंजन बढ़ते जाते हैं ना, and काम उतना ही खराब होता जाता है.
क्योंकि सब इंजन अलग अलग दिशा में जा रहे हैं.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Pradeep ji.
Two of them were not even present in the meeting, the last meeting with the
Yes, he wasn't.
The deputy chief ministers were not present.
No, he was not.
One is not well, and one was in Chhattisgarh.
That's right.
So Supriya Sule ji has warned अजित दादा, बोले कि अजित दादा हमने दोनों एक ही थाली में खाना खाए हैं. Now look, Devendra Fadnavis, what he has done, he has broken up the NCP, he has broken up Uddhav Sena, and he has taken Eknath Shinde ji. उन्होंने कहा कि अभी जिस प्रकार से फडणवीस साहब एकनाथ शिंदे जी के साथ बिहेव कर रहे हैं, वैसा लग रहा है कि उनको डिस्क्वालीफाई कर देंगे और पूरे बोले कि दिस इज व्हाट ही इज डूइंग नाउ. अजित दादा, हम लोग, इट्स टाइम फॉर यू टू सी हाउ द बीजेपी इज कंडक्टिंग ऑल इट्स पॉलिटिकल प्रोग्राम. कम बैक. दैट्स व्हाट सुप्रिया सुले जी सेड. Supriya Sule ji told Ajit Dada, requested you please come back, Dada. How do you see that kind of a thing, Dr. Seema Malik? Will Dada realize that he's taken a false step?
See, they had taken a wrong step. They also know this thing, and सबको पता है ये बात. देखिए, and what she said, I mean, something very practical. and क्या position है उनकी इस समय, I don't want to say, but सब देख रहे हैं कि it was his dream to become a chief minister or something, but I don't think कि कुछ ऐसा होने वाला है. और तो अब उनकी क्या position है. देखिए, BJP is known for all these things. They use people and throw them out afterwards, and see what happens with Mr. Shinde also. This like शायद हम सभी अपने दिल में जानते हैं और कि क्या होने वाला है. और क्योंकि उन्होंने कहा, मतलब आई थिंक ठीक ही बोला उन्होंने, और क्या कह सकते हैं.
डॉक्टर सीमा मलिक, सुप्रिया सुले जी आगे went and in fact attacked Devendra Fadnavis. She said Fadnavis should resign. Fadnavis ji should resign because he has not been able to contain the law and order of the state. सुप्रिया सुले जी का देखो बीड़ में किस प्रकार से there was total law and order collapse. Various other districts of Maharashtra, there was total anarchy, law and order collapse. Devendra Fadnavis could not contain all these things. And the most important, she said, चार चीज बोले कि Fadnavis has betrayed the Marathas earlier. He has betrayed the Dangars. He promised them, scheduled tribe status. Then he's betrayed the Lingayats, and then Muslim reservation. Nothing had been done. That the BJP government led by Devendra Fadnavis has not done anything where Muslim reservations. So Supriya Sule is very, very in attack mode where Devendra Fadnavis is concerned. She has targeted him and she wants his resignation. Dr. Seema Malik.
See, she has attacked them and they deserve it. Whatever she has said is a truth. सच्चाई है वो एक, बिल्कुल. आप देखिए जो भी बातें उन्होंने कही है, देवेंद्र फडणवीस जी की क्या पॉलिसीज हैं, किस तरह से आप देखिए. So many times I think this Maratha thing is not very new. I think reservation का था, and there were many governments who tried also in this thing, but see the way they are doing the false promises. अभी भी आप 2 जनवरी की डेट है, आप देखिए अभी क्या होता है ना. हाउ मच कॉन्फिडेंस. 11,000 लोगों को केवल आप कुछ भी सर्टिफिकेट्स दे देंगे. एंड व्हाट अबाउट द OBCs एंड एक क्यूरेटिव पेटिशन आप डाल रहे हैं. एंड आई होप अगर कुछ रिजल्ट आता है वो भी वुमेन्स रिजर्वेशन की तरह ना हो. तो इफ शी इज अटैकिंग देम, शी इज टेलिंग द ट्रूथ. जो भी सच्चाई है वो बोल रही है ना. वो जो भी वी आर नॉट हियर टू बिना बाद में हम कभी भी नहीं कहते ये चीजें. द वे दे आर इन द हैबिट ऑफ क्रिटिसाइजिंग द ऑपोजिशन. अब आपने उनको फास्ट प्रोमिसेस किए जिसकी वजह से इतना वायलेंस हुआ. देवर इतने एंग्री थे वो. तो बेसिकली हमने तो आपसे कहा नहीं था कि आप उनको 30 दिन का टाइम दीजिए. अगर आपको लग रहा था 6 महीने लगेंगे, 4 महीने लगेंगे, तो आपको उतना ही टाइम देना चाहिए था ना. एंड नाउ लाइक अभी तो इतना वो हो गया. देखिए एवरीबडी नोज के हाउ दे आर ब्रेकिंग द पार्टीज, द फैमिलीज by hook or crook, and the misuse of the ED and CBI. They just want to win the elections. अभी आप देखिए, अभी लेटेस्ट आई वाज वाचिंग कि अभी भूपेश बघेल जी का भी ED and CBI के कुछ मिल गया. and about the केजरीवाल and all the big opposition leaders के लिए how they are doing the things. And in the Maharashtra there is no, you saw the law and order situation क्या था वहाँ पर. तो I think right कि तो law and order आपने कुछ आप कंट्रोल नहीं कर पाए. आप फास्ट प्रोमिसेस नहीं बना रहे हो. ये ट्रांसफरिंग जिसको बोलते हैं ना, टोपी ट्रांसफर करना, वो आप ऑपोजिशन के लिए आप शुरू हो जाते हैं. वाटर बाउटरिंग शुरू हो जाती है एकदम कि आपने क्या किया था, आपने क्या नहीं किया. आप क्या करोगे इन द गवर्नमेंट. आप बता रहे हो उस समय आपने ठीक से प्रेजेंट नहीं किया. तो आई थिंक दे शुड, उनको ये भी याद होना चाहिए ना कि लाइक मिस्टर एकनाथ शिंदे एंड मिस्टर अजीत पवार, दे वर बोथ ऑफ देम वर विद द सेम इन द सेम गवर्नमेंट व्हेन इट वाज, जब जो भी ये सब हुआ था उस समय प्रेजेंट किया गया था. तो विशेष इन 2022. तो कुछ मतलब नहीं है.
सुप्रिया सुले also said that there were 2 parties formed by Maharashtrians. महाराष्ट्रियंस ने 2 पार्टियां बनाई, एक शिवसेना और एक राष्ट्रवादी कांग्रेस पार्टी, और दोनों बीजेपी ने तोड़ दी. दैट्स व्हाट शी हैज सेड टू अजीत दादा पवार कि दोनों महाराष्ट्रियन पार्टीज को बीजेपी ने तोड़ा है. तो खुद सोचिए आपका क्या हाल होगा. आपको लगता है अजीत दादा पवार विल सी सेंस मैम कि उनकी आंखें शायद खुल जाएंगी, वापस आ जाएंगे।
उनको करना चाहिए भी, देखिए वो उनके अपने लोग हैं, चाहे आप जो भी कहिए। अगर मैं तो अगर एक दूर से दिल्ली से भी बैठ के मैं देखती हूँ तो एक शायद आप भी अगर एक कोई भी बाहर के व्यक्ति देखेगा तो वो इस बात को समझेगा कि उनके अपने लोग कौन हैं और किसने उनकी पार्टी को तोड़ा है और किस तरह की चीजें हुई हैं। अब चाहे वेदर इट वाज डन अंडर प्रेशर व्हाटएवर इट इज, काफी उसके वो हैं, पर देखिए कोई दूर से बैठा हुआ आदमी भी ये समझ सकता है कि वो हम लोग जो हैं, जो उनके अपने लोग हैं, जो उनकी फैमिली है, जो दे विल ऑलवेज वो ऐसी बात करेंगे जिससे कि अपने फैमिली के लोगों का या अपने जो महाराष्ट्र के लोग हैं उनके भले के बारे में ही सोचेंगे। ऑल्दो पवार साहब इज अ ही इज अ लीडर ऑफ मासेस। वो ऐसा नहीं है कि वो केवल एक ही कम्युनिटी के लीडर हो, उनको पूरा नेशन उनको रिस्पेक्ट करता है और सभी कम्युनिटीज उनसे एक होप रखती हैं। ऐसा नहीं है कि केवल वो एक ही कम्युनिटी के लिए करेंगे। एवरीबडी हैज गॉट ग्रेट होप्स फ्रॉम हिम एंड वो करते भी ऐसा है कि इम्पार्शियल थोड़े हैं। मतलब जो भी आपने देखा ही होगा कि समटाइम्स ही टेक्स डिसीजंस जो मतलब कई बार लोग उनसे नाराज भी हो जाते हैं इस बात के लिए, तो जो भी एक ठीक चीज होती है उसके साथ ही वो हमेशा होते हैं। मैंने एज अ पार्टी वर्कर मैंने जो हमेशा देखा है कि ही इज नॉट दैट काइंड की कहाँ जहाँ सब जो सब कह रहे हैं वही बोलेंगे वो, तो जो भी उनको ठीक लगता है वो करते हैं ना, मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम इज राइट। सो ये है, देखिए वो तो ऑब्वियस है कि उन्होंने पार्टी को तोड़ा है, दोनों पार्टियों को तोड़ा है। दे टॉक ऑल काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स जो बिल्कुल भी मतलब acceptable नहीं है that
प्रदीप जी,
You know, Dr. Malhotra, Shivam, what Pawar Saab and Supriya Sule, you think they're adopting the carrot and stick method? Supriya Sule ji is luring Ajit Jada, बोले कि देखो वहां पर डेंजर है, देखो फडणवीस जी ने क्या किया है, how he has done to Uddhav Thackeray ji, how he has done to Sharad Pawar ji, and she is luring Ajit Jada to come back. But Pawar Saab, in a couple of days earlier, in one meeting, he in fact issued a kind of threat. He said 1980 का मैं उदाहरण देता हूं, जिन लोगों ने हमसे बेवफाई किया था 1980, he listed out 4 or 5 people, top leaders of Maharashtra Congress then. He said they deserted me, मुझसे बेवफाई किए, but they never were elected again. I saw to it or whatever. He said जो भी हुआ, then the next elections they all lost. And Pawar Saab has continuously been telling in all forums that जिन्होंने बेवफाई किया है वो कभी चुन के वापस आया नहीं. They have never come back. And he listed everybody right from Chhagan Bhujbal, everybody. So do you think they're really Supriya Sule ji and Sharad Pawar Saab using this kind of weather because they want Ajit Pawar ji back. They want Ajit Pawar ji back and they want the entire flock that has gone, they want them back. How do you see that? डॉक्टर सीमा जी,
देखिए मुझे नहीं लगता कि उनको ल्यूर कर रहे हैं या कुछ भी है। दे आर द एल्डर्स इन द फैमिली एंड सो वो जो ठीक बात है वो जरूर उनको बताएंगे। एंड जो लाइक उनके ब्रदर हैं वो तो उनके लिए जो भी उनको ठीक लगेगा वो बोलेंगी। कोई देखिए, और ये एक फैक्ट है कि जो लोग ने भी देखिए पवार साहब का एक बहुत बड़ा नाम है और उनके इलेक्शंस जो होते हैं, पिछले इलेक्शंस जो उन्होंने विन करे, जो भी एमएलएस थे, अब वो देखिए फर्स्ट बात ये है, बिल्कुल प्रैक्टिकल बात मैं आपको बोल रही हूँ, नॉट बीइंग इमोशनल और समथिंग, कि हाउ मेनी ऑफ देम आर गोइंग टू गेट द टिकट ऑल्सो, दैट विल बी समथिंग वेरी। शिवसेना के भी हैं और एनसीपी के भी हैं और उनके अपने भी हैं, तो हाउ मच ऑफ देम आर गोइंग टू गेट द टिकट। एंड अगर उनको टिकट मिलता है तो ये एक बिल्कुल सच्चाई है कि उनके सामने जो कैंडिडेट खड़ा होगा उसके पीछे पवार साहब खड़े हैं। तो इस बात को उनको समझना चाहिए और मतलब नॉट टू ल्यूरिंग देम और समथिंग, बट दिस इज अ फैक्ट। और ऐसा पहले भी उनके साथ हुआ है, ये सब जानते हैं। और उन्होंने किस तरह से उसके बाद वो करा है, आप सतारा का ही एग्जाम्पल देख लीजिए, है ना।
So Dr. Seema Malik, you're sure that all of them are going to lose, including Ajit Pawar, if they don't come back? All of them are going to lose. That is what Pawar Sahab said. मुझसे जो बेवफाई किए वो कभी वापस सुन के नहीं आए.
Dr. Seema, तो अभी तक तो नहीं आए, अभी तक तो नहीं आए, तो ये तो फैक्ट है, कोई है ना, अभी तक तो नहीं आए।
अरे और तो और छोड़िए डॉक्टर सीमा मलिक, अभी जो मराठा आरक्षण का जो सिलसिला अभी चल रहा था, बारामती में लोगों ने अजीत दादा पवार को कह दिया था यहां मत आना, यहां आओगे तो बहुत बुरा होगा तुम्हारे लिए। अजीत दादा पवार डिड नॉट डेयर टू एंटर बारामती, ही लेफ्ट फॉर पुणे। तो ऐसा नहीं कि जो शरद पवार साहब ने कहा वो गलत है, लेट्स बी वेरी क्लियर। और आखिरकार बारामती तो उन्हीं की कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी है ना, असल में कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी किसकी है तो शरद पवार साहब की ही।
देखिए मेन बात ये होता है, एक निगेटिव सेंटिमेंट है, मैंने आपको पहले भी शो में कहा था कि इन लोगों के लिए एक निगेटिव सेंटिमेंट है पूरे महाराष्ट्र में, एंड नोबडी लाइक्स दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग, लाइक ऐसे बोलना कि आप इतने रिटायर हो जाइए, एंड कोई भी, देखिए हिंदुस्तान है, हम अपने एल्डर्स का बहुत आदर हम लोग करते हैं, एंड कोई भी इन चीज़ों को अप्रिशिएट नहीं करता। एक जो कॉमन इंडियन मैन है वो कभी भी इन चीज़ों को अप्रिशिएट नहीं करेगा, बिकॉज हम लोग के लिए कोई भी फादर फिगर है या कोई भी हमारा, और जिसने आपको इतना उंगली पकड़ के आपको बोलते हैं ना चलना सिखाया, बार बार हम लोग ये सेंटेंस यूज करते हैं, तो अगर आप उनके बारे में ऐसे बोलोगे या कुछ बोलोगे, तो एक मैंने पहले भी आपको बोला है, बहुत ही, अगर आप मे बी यू ऑन द यू गाइस ऑन द ग्राउंड आई थिंक, एंड आप देखोगे तो आपको पता लगेगा कि बिल्कुल ही मतलब इट्स difficult for them to win, and to, I think it is very difficult for them to get the tickets also to all of them. So,
There is a possibility, yes, you may be absolutely right. And as far as the people themselves are concerned, NCP workers themselves are concerned, they are also very embarrassed of this kind of talk which took place. कि भाई शरद पवार जी के बारे में ऐसे शब्दावली का प्रयोग कोई कैसे कर सकता है, which I think is terrible. I mean, I don't think that is called for.
I really feel the people who were there, and I think few of the spokespersons also have gone into that side. So when they speak, you know, the even the मैं साथ में बैठी हूँ, we feel odd, you know, sitting who are our friends when we are sitting from this group and they are sitting from that group. तो देखिए वो लोग को भी मुझे बड़ा आश्चर्य होता है, जो आज तक एक दिन दो दिन पहले तक ये बोलते थे कि हाँ दे स्पीक वेरी हाई अबाउट आसाम, नो दे यार मोदी मोदी करना इस तरह से, मतलब तो कोई भी उनकी बातों को मुझे नहीं लगता कि कोई सीरियसली लेता है कि आप
But don't you think
मंडे को यू स्टार्टेड टेलिंग दिस, तो nobody takes them seriously. I think
But don't
people
you
laugh
think,
at them.
ma'am,
I've seen the anchors laughing and the other part, you know, other spokespersons laughing at them.
But don't you think Ajit Dada Pawar at least should publicly apologize now to Sharad Pawar sahab for the kind of language he used
I
against
will
him?
not comment on this. I think both of them are respectable leader for me, so it's not for
Even
me. It is
Chhagan
not
Bhujbal,
good to comment
I
on
mean
such
Chhagan
things.
Bhujbal साहब को शरद पवार ने अपनी छत्र छाया में रखा, डेप्यूटी चीफ मिनिस्टर बनाया, उनको होम मिनिस्टर बनाया, whatever Chhagan Bhujbal साहब wanted, Sharad Pawar साहब gave him, and इस किस्म की भाषा का इस्तेमाल करना मुझे नहीं लगता ठीक है, very frankly.
Nobody will appreciate it. As I said कि भी ये हिंदुस्तान है, ये वो जगह तो है नहीं ना जहाँ लोग अपने माँ बाप को निकाल के ओल्ड एज होम्स में रख देते हैं अभी। सो आई थिंक कोई भी एक कॉमन मैन होगा ना इंडिया का, तो वो इस चीज़ को कभी अप्रिशिएट नहीं करेगा।
दुरुस्त बात।
You know, Dr. Sahab, when Prime Minister Modi came to Maharashtra, he, cast एक allegation जिस प्रकार से शरद पवार साहब ने बोले कि you are the agriculture minister, Mr. Sharad Pawar ji, and you just didn't do justice for the farmers, to the farmers. That's what Prime Minister Modi told and talked about Sharad Pawar ji. शरद पवार जी ने आगे जाके उनके 2-3 दिन के बाद स्टेटमेंट उन्होंने एक कॉन्फ्रेंस में बोले, एड्रेसिंग अ क्राउड, ही सेड when I took over in 2004 we were actually importing all kinds of food grains और precarious agricultural minister बहुत एक खराब स्थिति में था, मैंने उसमें रिफॉर्म लेके आया, मैंने रिफॉर्म लिया 7.5 बिलियन मैंने शुरुआत में 2004 से शुरुआत कर दिया एक्सपोर्ट्स, एंड बाय द टाइम इट इज 2013 it went to 42.84 billion. That is what Sharad Pawar said. Look at the enormous work that I've done where export of food grains was concerned and making India agriculturally very stable. And he said, अगर सबसे बड़ा देश का इतिहास में कर्ज माफी, कोई किसान का कर्ज माफी हुआ होगा तो मैंने कर दिया 70,000 crores कर्ज माफी, किसान कर्ज माफी. That is what Pawar Sahab said. Now, with these facts and statistics, do you think that was a wrong statement by Prime Minister Modi?
It was totally wrong, I'll say, although I respect him, he's our Prime Minister, but sometimes what he speaks, I don't know, मैंने पिछले भी शो पे कहा था कि मुझे नहीं लगता कि पता नहीं वो शायद भूल जाते हैं, अभी तो मैंने, I think it was पवार साहब 75th birthday or something, and that function he was full of praise for him, and he said कि he's the person who always, if you talk something else, he'll talk about the farmers, and he's very much concerned about the farmers, and he's the one who brought so many, new technologies for the farmers. He's always thinking about the farmers. He's the biggest, the leader of the farmers, and now he's telling me this. उन्होंने कुछ किया ही नहीं है. You have given him a Padam Vibhushan, the second highest award of this country, and now आप उनसे पूछ रहे हो आपने किया क्या है भाई. तो अब ये प्राइम मिनिस्टर है भाई, हम भी अच्छा नहीं लगता, इज रिस्पेक्टेबल आवर प्राइम
He may have forgotten, ma'am.
आई डोंट नो, उनको याद नहीं आता वो क्या बोलते हैं, कभी कुछ
He may have forgotten.
There's no-
But chalte, ma'am, do you hope that? I'm not saying do you think. I'm asking you, do
Yeah.
you hope that Ajit Dada Pawar, Sunil Tatkare साहब, दिलीप वलसे पाटिल साहब, ये लोग वापस आ जाएं एक बार फिर एनसीपी में? आप उम्मीद रखते हैं क्या?
देखिए अभी देखिए, अगर आप मुझे एज अ नॉट समथिंग आधिकारिक बयान और समथिंग, नॉट लाइक एज अ प्रवक्ता,
No, personally.
एज अ कार्यकर्ता ऑफ द एनसीपी, एज से कि हम हमेशा उन दिनों को याद करते हैं जब हम सब एक साथ थे। तो हमें समटाइम्स एंड दे एक कितने दिन आप साथ रहे हो तो आपको कैसा लगता है कि आधे लोग इधर हैं, आधे लोग उधर हैं। तो देखिए एज अ कार्यकर्ता तो सभी चाहते हैं कि अच्छी चीज़ों के लिए हम लोग हमेशा चाहेंगे कि हम लोग
I hope that happens.
united that way. Otherwise not something official we are going to accept.
We hope that happens.
Not something, वो बात की बात है, and that depends upon the big leaders. But of course, as a कार्यकर्ता, we really want.
जी, दुरुस्त बात.
All we had respect. for them.
We
had
hope
no
Ajit
chance.
Dada Pawar
So,
listens to his sister and returns and strengthens the NCP. I hope that happens. Thank you so much, ma'am. Always a pleasure talking to you and listening to you. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Well, I hope that happens, Pradeep ji. Because if you look at it, Ajit Dada Pawar is being more or less ignored. I mean, आप देखें ना, मतलब उनको कोई कंसल्ट नहीं कर रहा, उनको कोई ब्रीफ नहीं कर रहा है क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा.
But if you look at the other way, Ajit Pawar Sahab has been able to maintain, preserve his assets, his ministership, his wealth.
Pradeep ji, for how long? Let's be very clear.
Because you don't have an opposition. I mean, where is the opposition? Even if it is a state. As he says, Sharad Pawar Sahab himself in the first India Alliance meeting said, BJP is too strong to defeat.
But it is. There's no doubt about it. It
so
is.
he
It is
says,
very
as
strong.
the biggest excuse or way of moving out is, he says, Mala Lokana, Nyay diya hai. I want to give justice to the people.
That
And
would be
will happen.
that would be like saying, जो छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज के जो जितने भी बड़े बड़े जर्नल थे, अगर आज वो बोलते हैं कि भाई एम्परर औरंगजेब इज टू स्ट्रांग, उनको डिफीट नहीं कर सकते, तो हम लोग मुगलिया फौज के अंदर हम लोग जा रहे हैं. तो मतलब it works both ways. Let's be very clear.
Yes, it works both ways, but right now it works very much because they don't want to put up a fight.
And obviously Mr. Ajit Dada Pawar didn't want to go to jail.
Yes.
He didn't want to be in the position of, say, Manish Sisodia, Satyendra Jain, what's his name, Sanjay Singh, and very soon Arvind Kejriwal. Yes.
The last threat of Prime Minister Modi in that Sabha is
Yes.
70,000 crore.
70,000 crore ka scam, sir.
I think that was the end of it. And they know, and there was threat perception, and then they saw that if we don't relent, we're gone.
Well, all the best to him. That's all that we can say. But then, as the BJP is so fond of saying, the cases against all these people are not over. They have just been held in abeyance. That's all that the BJP says. BJP says कोई case withdraw नहीं हुआ है साहब.
Sir, Hassan Musharraf ko to the status, it was very. I can
Sir,
say,
there's a warrant of arrest.
That's
pending
what I'm
against
saying.
him.
So the level of incriminating him was so high, and yet he's still a minister, and he survived. He survived the crisis. He seems to be okay. He's been fine.
And
He's very social.
even his health has improved.
Yes.
Because the last time when they came, he was in hospital.
And,
Because he suddenly had hypertension.
If you have the whole family crying, wailing, cursing, it is, after all, governance kiske liye? After all, you live your life for what? That's what probably Hassan Musharraf said. The best thing to do is join
the
rich
BJP.
and mighty.
Right,
Be with
that's
them.
it. Let's see how long this plays out. But then, as we were discussing with Abhishek Mishra ji of the BJP, the fact remains, Pradeep ji, that the Congress really does not have any leader of the stature of Narendra Modi. Narendra Modi के कोई हाथ नहीं पकड़ सकता, आज की तारीख में उंगली नहीं पकड़ सकता. नरेंद्र मोदी का जहाँ तक पूरे राष्ट्र का सवाल है, ठीक है, स्टेट इलेक्शन में आप जीत जाएंगे, लेकिन लोकसभा चुनाव के लिए आई थिंक इट विल बी अ टोटली डिफरेंट बॉल गेम. The BJP in all likelihood is coming back. अभी तक तो यही लग रहा है. अभी तक तो आप जितना मर्जी शोर मचा लें, इधर मचा लें, उधर मचा लें, nobody can prevent Narendra Modi from returning to power in May 2024. He'll be back. And remember, you've heard it right here on this show, I think now for the 51st time. I've been saying it again and again and again. Congress will do very well in the states, but in the Lok Sabha elections, I still don't see that cohesiveness that comes along with being a challenger to the ruling party. That's still not there. Right, now before we go, we do have some comments, I believe, that some responses that you've sent, that people have selected, that we would like to read out for you. देखिए ज़रा कुछ comments आए हैं. अगर आप अपने comments भेजते रहें वैसे, please do keep sending in your comments. और चैनल को ज़रा सब्सक्राइब भी करें, अच्छा रहेगा, सबके लिए अच्छा रहेगा, हमारे लिए बहुत अच्छा रहेगा. Can we see the comments, please? Something about the film industry. Deepika Padukone, Alia Bhatt, Katrina Kaif. Somebody says, I love you. Now, who's that I love you for?
This message is for you.
For me? No, it's for Alia Bhatt. And for Deepika Padukone and for Katrina Kaif. Right.
You used to get these messages earlier.
Yes, but I don't look like either of them. Prakash Raj takes a dig at Kangana Ranaut after she urges fans to watch her film. Tejas, I believe, is not done well. Commercially, I don't know why people are not watching it. Can Tejas kill a crow? Sayyid Khaderi 6847. This gentleman, I think, is from Pakistan. So we are being watched in Pakistan too. Remember that crow? That one of their that Mir, what is his name? Hamid Mir had held up after Balakot.
Yes.
Prakash Raj reply was epic. That's what he says. Azaz Ahmad. Well, I like Kangana Ranaut, irrespective of the way she speaks.
She was very good, as you say, in Queen.
And in Tanu Vech Manu, and Tanu Vech Manu again. Janvi Kapoor unveils first look as Thangam from her Telugu film Devara. It is really shameful to see you use wrong map of India in the video of the bottom right hand corner. Where is the wrong map? That's not the wrong map. That's absolutely the correct map. What are you talking about?
Bottom right hand corner.
Bottom.
He wants Sri Lanka to be included.
He wants Sri Lanka and Pakistan and Afghanistan and Burma and Bhutan and Tibet also to be included.
Yes.
Akhand Bharat. Right, sir. Abhinav Kumar Verma ji, you are absolutely right.
Bollywood related videos, he says.
This is the show that you did yesterday.
Yes.
This is really pathetic what has happened over there. Injustice, that's what Vishwakarma Sahib says. Nautam Vishwakarma. And I think those people are still suffering, right, aren't they? I mean, they're still outside.
They have demolished their houses, everything is gone.
क्या करेंगे बेचारे? Please share this video more so they can get justice. जी आप शेयर करिए, हम तो कर ही रहे हैं भाई, आप लोग भी करें. जितना ज़्यादा आप लोग शेयर करेंगे, ज़्यादा अच्छा रहेगा लोगों के लिए, लोगों को इंसाफ मिलेगा. And as Mr. Ketan Naik and the other eminent guys keep stressing कि भाई हम तो opposition में हैं, हम तो media हैं. The whole matter concisely says that the BMC has demolished all the 21 residential houses and 5 commercial shops without rehabilitating anyone. As per policies and the court judgment, BMC was supposed to rehabilitate, but BMC failed in doing it. ये है Saurabh Ashok Vishwakarma. There are lots of Vishwakarmas staying there, is it?
Yeah, the Vishwakarmas. They have been there since 60 years.
What sort of law is this? Where is humanity? Has law, court, or involved corrupt people, can they justify this to the residents? Really shameful act in our country with money power and misuse of corrupt powers. Manish Jasher.
Manish J. Asher.
Manish J. Asher. Alright, Manish J. Asher 7240. Now, I agree with you entirely. You know, Pradeep, what is really happening over there? I don't think anything can be done, right? Can it?
They went to the court refused to give them a stay, and they didn't waste any time, the BMC. Immediately, within 2 days, they decided they're going to demolish the entire place.
But isn't there a law or in principle that you have to provide relief and
rehabilitation? Of course, you have to rehabilitate them. Sir, as we always discuss, somebody's house going, somebody out in the streets who have been staying 60 years out there, that's pity. It doesn't talk good of democracy or rule of law in that particular area, state, or the country.
It's awful.
It's awful. You can't have people, an old man on his wheelchair, 70 years old, out on the street, watching his house being demolished. and he has been staying there for 60 years. This government has to be, I mean, at every level you need, and the land is going to Reliance.
Sir,
Anil Ambani.
anybody's house being demolished
Yes, yes, yes.
is a travesty.
Is a travesty.
It's horrible. It should not happen to anybody at all. And that's, this is not done. This is absolutely not done. But I hope and pray that they will get some relief and will be rehabilitated somewhere. I hope the BMC is listening, because this is awful. You just can't throw people out in the street. There are people. भाई हिंदुस्तानी है ना, they're not aliens. कोई बाहर से तो नहीं आए, फिलिस्तीनी तो नहीं है ना.
But what I'm trying to say, what is the political leadership doing in the local areas? You know, you need to get in touch, because they are the intermediaries where power is concerned, where the people are concerned. You got to patch the things up.
Perhaps they're not large enough.
The MP, the MLAs, the corporators. I mean,
Pradeep ji,
if you see destruction of such, if you're talking around 30 houses, 21 houses, 7 shops, whatever, around 30 structures.
Around, so which means around 100 odd people.
And I don't think it was slum. It was that this land is allotted to Anil Ambani. Before that it was BSCS. It was allotted to BSCS. Anil Ambani's group took over BSCS. So this land was supposed to come to them. Now, it's the government's job that if you're allotting some structure, some land to somebody, you need to first rehabilitate them, talk to them.
But Pradeep ji, this very clearly shows exactly what is happening. The fact remains that as far as we are concerned, I don't really know what's going on over here. I think the arrogance of these people has to be seen to be believed. All the political parties think that they are above it all. और लोग कहाँ जाएंगे? आखिर में यहीं आएंगे ना लोग.
बिल्कुल सर.
वोट करने हमारे पास ही आएंगे. Well, that's just about it for the show. आज के शो में सिर्फ इतना ही. प्रदीप जी और मेरी तरफ से आप सब लोगों को नमस्कार. जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र, जय भवानी, जय शिवाजी. वंदे मातरम.
Vande Mataram.